Hello, I'm Chef Mark with Escoffier Online International Culinary Academy. Today we'll be doing modern roast turkey with a truffle giblet gravy. This is very different than you have seen done before because we don't ascribe to the philosophy that the 20-pound turkey takes 6.5 hours to cook when it's stuffed. What we'd like to do is cook the stuffing separately, and we separate the dark and light meat so that they cook. This 11-pound turkey cooks in under an hour and a half to the proper 165 degrees. Not 180 or 190, that's really dry. When you realize there are two types of proteins that need to be separated, you'll realize you'll always have a wonderfully moist turkey, and we'll want you to do it this way. So let's follow along. What we have done first is cut off the wing joint. The entire arm bone has been cut off on both sides. I extended the arm flap and removed what we call the large turkey buffalo wing. Here, the back wings are still attached, the arm bone. Now that we've taken those off, those can be used for other preparations. They can be used for giblet gravy. You can freeze those. They can be used for stock. They can be roasted themselves and used for preparation. Now the important part is we're going to cut the flap from the turkey, the flap where the thigh meets the carcass, that skin flap. And then we're going to bring the turkey to the side and snap out that round bone. See how easy that is? It doesn't take a lot of practice to get that done. So we'll do that again when we do the other leg. We also then remove and cut behind, just along the backbone, cut that skin, cut over the joint, nice sharp boning knife. We cut, we pull the leg, we cut, we pull, comes right off, comes right off. That's one. Let's do that again so you can see how that process is done. We cut the flap, only the flap. See the skin flap between the thigh and the carcass? We cut behind, underneath the arm, right? And we pop out that round bone. So nice, that pops out. Defrosted, beautifully defrosted. Under refrigeration is very important. This time of year, or any time of year that you like a nice roast turkey dinner, always defrost under refrigeration. And that second thigh comes out. Final step, remove the lower rib cage, cut right through, snap it off. With your boning knife, remove the lower back. This lower back, what's that great for? Stock. For your giblet gravy, we make stock with that. So we have our truffle giblet gravy with the beautiful turkey stock. Of course, you can use canned or instant stock. So now we have this breast. I'm going to remove the wing bones and the lower back for stock. Put those off to the side. I'm now ready to season this. And what I like to do is, using sea salt, any coarse salt, I salt the crop of the neck. Lots of salt in the crop of the neck. Lots of salt on the flesh side of the thigh. See that? Lots of salt on the flesh side of the thigh. More in the crop of the neck. You can press the salt into the breast, which is good to do. So that way the salt seasons the tissue of the meat. The salt seasons the tissue of the meat and gives a nice savory flavor. We do not salt the skin of poultry because salt tends to pit it. It makes great tasting skin, but certainly we want the tissue and the meat to taste good. So we've salted the thighs, the crop of the neck. Have a nice roasting pan. We first put the thighs skin side up. We put our turkey sitting up on its arm bone so that the heat will penetrate. Beautiful. We'll brush it. We will then brush it with olive oil to give it a beautiful color, to enhance the color. You can use foil if you wish to use foil if it's getting too brown, but you know, with this 11, 12-pound turkey, these thighs are done in under 50 minutes. Yes, 50 minutes. Beautiful. Brush the olive oil all over. No salt, no pepper on the outside. Pepper burns when put on poultry, so we don't want to put pepper on poultry either. That being done, now you can see that the bottom heat on a rack or a mirepoix will cook the turkey in no time at all. This breast will be done in about an hour and 10 minutes. Internal temperature of 165, 160 is very important. We'll roast that off now. Now that our turkey is roasted off, we're going to be preparing the giblet gravy. The truffle giblet gravy we'll be preparing now. So I have a beautiful turkey stock we made from the lower back and the giblets and the neck. We use some of the heart. We don't usually put liver that comes with the turkey for a stock. It tends to make it a little bitter. We made a beautiful turkey stock that's simmering. Earlier I made a nice roux, which will thicken your turkey gravy. So what we're going to do is with the simmering chicken stock and our roux, we're going to add some of the roux into the turkey stock. You can use chicken stock. Of course, that works fine just as well. I'm going to whisk that inside there. A nice texture consistency. Let that simmer so it thickens. I'm going to add my chopped giblets and my minced truffles. So I'm going to whisk that. Truffle giblet gravy. So for our final presentation we have beautifully roasted turkey, immediately able to carve the thigh very easily and the turkey right off the bone, easy to carve, and presented with our truffle giblet gravy. Bon appetit.